Hello students, today I am going to start the second part of the chapter Lost Spring by Elise Jung. Now the second part is I wanted to drive a car. In the first part we have already studied about Sire, a rag picker and the people who live in Simapuri. This next part speaks about the life of Mukesh. Mukesh is a boy who belongs to a family of Bengal makers in Firozabad. Okay, so let's start it point wise. First point is visit to Firozabad. Firozabad. Now, the author visited Firozabad where he met Mukesh. Mukesh wants to be a motor mechanic, but his dream is just like a mirage. Okay, he cannot fulfill his dream because he belongs to a family of Bengal makers. He lives in dusty streets of Firozabad. Now, Firozabad is known for Bengal making industry. It's a hub where Bengals are made for all the women of India, of our country. Okay, and every other family is engaged in Bengal making, where in Firozabad. It is the center of India's glass blowing industry. So families have spent generations in making bangles for the women. Mukesh's family is also one among them. The second point is Mukesh and his family. Mukesh and his family. Now see what happens. Mukesh, the boy, he takes the author Elise Jung along with him. Where? To his house, where he lives in Firozabad. When he reaches there to her house, to his house, okay, who reaches? Elise Jung reaches to Mukesh's house. What she sees? A frail young woman. She opens the door and she was cooking meals on a stove. What type of stove? Firewood stove. Now she was cooking there. There were smoke that was filling her eyes, and those were all wet. Her eyes were wet because of the smoke there, smoke from the stove. Okay, now she was actually Mukesh's elder brother's wife, means daughter-in-law of the house, and she was respected as the daughter-in-law of the house, and she used to do all the work that the family used to give her. Okay, she used to take care of Mukesh's brother and father-mother. This was the details about the daughter-in-law, that is the lady in the house. Now, whenever an elder one entered into the house, she used to cover her face with a veil, as traditionally women from the Indian culture do. Okay, then there is detail given about Mukesh's father. Now, Mukesh's father was an old man and he was very weak, and he has also worked in Bengal making industry. He has turned blind because of working continuously in Bengal making industry. The dust of that glass, when he polishes those bangles, no, it had just taken his vision. So he has turned blind. What he had done is he had not sent his two sons to school. Okay, because he was not rich enough. What he had done, only he had taught them the art of Bengal making. He has constructed a house, but he has not renovated it. Okay. Then Mukesh, there is description given about Mukesh's grandmother. Mukesh's grandmother expressed her belief in destiny. She believed in destiny, that it is just because she said that it is our karma, our deeds, that we are doing this job, since we are born in the caste of Bengal makers. So this is where the details of Mukesh family we get. Okay. The next point is hazards of working in glass furnaces. HAZARDS, hazards of working in glass furnaces. Now, about 20,000 children, how many? 20,000 children work in glass furnaces. Actually, no one knows that working in glass furnaces is illegal for children, but they work just because of their economical condition, and that also in high temperature. Glass furnaces definitely have high temperature, so many of them end up losing their eyesight. Later or sooner they lose their eyesight working there in glass Furnace. Then Mukesh's mother has seen what? Mukesh's grandmother. She has seen her own husband going blind because of polishing the glass, the dust of the polish on the glass. Okay, and but they cannot do anything. What she says is they cannot give the work. They cannot give up the work because they are economically weaker. So she says that we cannot give up the work because it is God given, since we are born in the family of Bengal makers or in the caste of Bengal makers. Next is Bengals in Firozabad. In Firozabad. Now, in every street of Firozabad, one can see Bengals everywhere of all colors, because the town is known for Bengal making. Okay, they are piled on the head cart driven by young men. They used to drag it here and there and take it to different places. In dark hutmen sit girls and boys with their father and mothers. What do? They are welding the Bengals, okay, the glass pieces of Bengals, to make it circular or make it a circle. Now, Savita, a girl, she is sitting just near to an elderly woman, but she doesn't know anything about the sensitivity of or the purity of Bengals. Okay, that actually this Bengals meant suhag for the Indian women. Okay. So this is the description given about Bengals of Firozabad. The next and the last point is hardworking and prevailing condition in Firozabad. Hard work and prevailing conditions. Now, very little has moved in Firozabad with the time. Nothing has changed at all. Actually, these Bengal makers, they cannot organize themselves into cooperative. They are exploited by the middlemen, since they do not have any leaders among them. No leader is there. That is why they have been exploited from the very beginning. Now they are caught in the web of poverty. They are also caught in the vicious circles of middlemen, then money lenders and policemen. Actually, whenever they complain, they are being dragged to jail and beaten very badly. Okay, so they cannot organize themselves. They have not organized and they cannot organize themselves into cooperative. But Mukesh, the boy, he has his own dreams and he has hopes. He aspires to become a motor mechanic. Then he just wants to be a motor mechanic, and he is content that one day he will fulfill his dream. He is content to dream of cars that moved down the street of Firozabad. So this is how the condition of the Bengal bakers of Firozabad is, and there is description given about child labor. So in both the stories, both the part, first Sahib and the second one is Mukesh, they both have lost their spring, means their childhood, the best period. Okay, and this is what the story tells about. Actually, the narrator has seen these two boys, Sahib, life of Sahib as well as of Mukesh, and she feels bitter at the situation and the condition of these children, that they are deprived of the opportunity of schooling and they had to work for their family.